Okay, so for starters, let's talk about the ontology in the X-Files as it relates to the ontology of our universe. Now, there's a lot of overlap, right? A lot of the stuff that exists in our universe also exists in the X-Files. Things like sunflowers and the state of Kansas, things like Jimmy Carter being the 39th president of the United States. Those are all a part of our universe's ontology, and they're also a part of the X-Files ontology. What are some things that are in our ontology, our universe's ontology, but that aren't in the X-Files ontology? Well, that would be things like you and me and this class, presumably. We're all things that exist in our universe, but we don't exist in the X-Files universe. There's no Rebecca Fensholt in the X-Files universe. Okay, so there are some things that exist in our ontology, or that are contained in our ontology, that are not contained in the X-Files ontology. What about some things that are in the X-Files ontology, but that aren't in our universe's ontology? So what types of things do exist in the X-Files, but don't exist, at least as far as we know, in our universe? Well, there are lots of things, a lot of things that exist in the X-Files universe that presumably don't exist in our universe. So stuff like aliens who have contacted Earth and abducted people in the 1990s in the United States. That is probably not in our universe's ontology. A massive government cover-up of aliens coming to Earth and contacting and abducting people in the 1990s also is probably not in our ontology. And even outside of these, this like alien storyline, there's little episodes in between called Monster of the Week episodes in which Mulder and Scully interact with and find different, monsters or demons or giant bugs who kidnap teenagers and wrap them up in webs and put them in trees. Those things also, hopefully, are not in our universe's ontology. So this is another difference. These are things that are in the X-Files ontology, but they're not in our ontology. Okay, so thankfully, even though there is a lot of overlap between our universe's ontology and the X-Files ontology, we're really grateful that they are not identical because the X-Files ontology is terrifying. So now we're going to move on to Stranger Things. So we're going to watch this, and I want to think about not just what is in the ontology of Stranger Things, but also thinking about the metaphysics of Stranger Things, the nature of reality. So one of the things that's really different here is that we actually enter into a different realm, question mark? Not really sure what it is, the upside down. If it exists in Earth, like underneath, if it's another totally different realm, if it's another like kind of plane of existence. So this is something that we want to think about while we're watching this clip.